Welcome back to Pixel and Popcorn. I'm your host, Mr. Chocolate. And on Pixel and Popcorn, it's our weekly show every single Wednesday where I dive, deep into the bowels of any older movie. This could be a movie even just from last year, anything that's not from the current year that maybe I haven't covered on the channel, maybe I've skipped or something like that. So before we get into today's video, which is a little bit more recent with Ad Astra, comment down below, let me know what movie would you like me to cover? Would you like me to, talk Spider-Verse or Salem's Lot or Dirty Harry or Super 8, something like that. And without further ado, like, subscribe for more, and let's get right into it.
Dinner?
Now, space movies usually ask, what's out there? But Ad Astra asked you, what's left in here? James Gray's 2019 Odyssey isn't about discovery, it's about disconnection. It's a story of fathers, sons, and the terrifying silence between them. So let's talk about Ad Astra, the quietest apocalypse ever filmed. So in the beginning of the film, we meet Roy McBride, played by Brad Pitt, and this is him at his most restrained. His pulse never spikes, his words never break. He is the perfect astronaut. He's composed, detached, and emotionally unreachable. Then we have a surge of cosmic energy. The Lima project burst. It threatens Earth, and NASA believes it's coming from Neptune, where Roy's father disappeared decades ago. And that's the main hook, but Ad Astra isn't a rescue story. It's a confession in motion, an interstellar therapy session stretched across the solar system. From minute one, Gray's tone is, very meditative. The sound design is muted, the pacing's deliberate, the film whispers instead of, shouting, and many think that's hypnotic. A lot of people thought it was boring at the time. The road to Neptune becomes a pilgrimage. The pit stops, are metaphors. You have the moon, which is kind of like commercialization and violence. Humans bringing their greed everywhere. Mars, you have bureaucracy and loneliness, feeling quarantined by red dust. And you have deep space, which is isolation so complete that you can hear your own heartbeat echo. Roy travels further from Earth, but closer to his own repression. And those psyche valve voiceovers are very calm, detached, and they slowly unravel into emotion breakdowns disguised as mission reports. Every single frame by cinematographer Hoyte van I hope I pronounced this right, Hoytema, glows like oil on water. You got cold blues that are very sterile. It's kind of Blade Runner 2049 meets 2001 A Space Odyssey. It's very intimate whenever the director's in the chair. So by the time Roy reaches Neptune, Ad Astra shifts from sci-fi epic to Greek tragedy. His father, Clifford McBride, played with an eerie detachment by Tommy Lee Jones, has spent years chasing intelligent life, convinced humanity is not enough. Roy's arrival isn't a reunion, it's more of a reckoning. Clifford admits that he found nothing, no life, no God, just infinite silence, and yet he refuses to go home. He'd rather drift into the void than face a son who embodies everything he abandoned. When Roy lets his father go, literally into the abyss, it's very devastating. It's the emotional climax the entire film's restraint has been saving for. The release isn't joy, it is acceptance. The cinematographer turns the void into a cathedral. Every shadow carries some weight. Every flare feels like guilt, and it's made very visible. The score is very ethereal. It's, very inspiring, and it's not adventure music per se. It just has this energy to it. The direction is so beautiful in this film. Like I said, there's a lot of metaphors for humanity's self-destruction, and it is just a brilliant character study, if you would. Roy isn't cold, he's more of afraid that connection makes him weak, afraid he's turning into his father. His entire arc is about learning to feel without falling apart. When he says, I'm okay, without not knowing, that's growth in a universe built on data and control. Surrender becomes grace. Brad Pitt's performance is masterclass in subtlety, and he has tiny cracks here or there where it reveals entire galaxies of emotion. He's playing repression on a survival hill, and it's heartbreaking to watch that armor melt. At its core, Ad Astra is a parable about faith, not religious faith, but faith in intimacy. The father Roy travels, the smaller the universe feels. We crave connection, but we orbit each other in silence. Clifford searches for God among the stars and misses the divine right beside him, his son. Roy learns that meaning isn't found out there, but it's built between people. That's the entire point. We are the life that we're looking for. This film was released in 2019, and I remember when I watched Ad Astra to theaters, I was by myself. It had exploded at the box office. It whispered its way into cult status. It's one of those rare big studio films that trusts silence more than spectacle. It stands beside Arrival, Interstellar, and Solaris as sci-fi that prioritizes introspection over explosions, and every year it feels more relevant, especially in a world where we're more connected and more isolated than ever. For me, Ad Astra is, one of those almost perfect sci-fi films. It's a quiet masterpiece about connection, legacy, and emotional gravity. Brad Pitt delivers one of his best performances, and James Gray crafts a film that dares to ask if loneliness is humanity's final frontier. It's not going to be for everybody. Like I said, it's very slow, and that's okay. Some journeys are meant to be solitary. So what did you guys think of Ad Astra? What did it mean to you if you've seen the film? Did you find it cold or cathartic? Drop your thoughts below and join the discussion. If you like this cosmic deep dive, hit that subscription button and comment down below your thoughts on this film. And like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know what your Pixel and Popcorn recommendations would be. Drop one down below and I might get to it. Next week, I will see you guys when we cover The Warriors. Film I actually haven't seen yet, but I've got the 4K coming in the mail this week. So I'm very excited to watch it for the first time.
I still love you, Dad.